Okay, good afternoon, folks. Hope everyone is had a great weekend. It's Monday the 4th of November, election week, so it'll be interesting to see what happens this week. Obviously tomorrow, I'm assuming tomorrow's going to be a little bit quiet, but it'd be interesting just to see what the markets are doing over the next couple of days. So, Speedy, how you doing, my friend? Excuse me, what's going on so far? So we've had more volume than I thought we might do, but at the moment we're pretty much, I think, I'm in two minds whether we're going sideways or whether we are starting to move down a bit. Let's have a look. Maybe this is a move down. It's hard to say, really. I'm in two minds whether this thing is ranging or it's moving down, but based on what I can see there, it looks like it's moving down, doesn't it?
Order filled.
It's all right. I am trading a bit of an evaluation here as well, so you might see a few. You might see a few things moving around here. Come on down. It's all right. I'm in an evaluation at the moment. Jay, how you doing, buddy? Let's have a look here. Leg and a leg. So
order filled. Order
a
filled.
Couple more there. It's all right. I am trading an evaluation here as well. Hopefully we're gonna have that second leg down. Come on, push. Push. There we go. Come on, and a bit more. Come on, bit more. No. Come down. A leg and a leg. It should push down, I'm guessing. Come on.
Target
Let's get
filled.
out of that one. Okay, what did I get there? Okay, another $1,000. Okay, that's worked out. Okay. Sorry about that, but I was just off on a tangent there. I just took an evaluation. It looked like we're coming down there. We had that leg. We had that bit of a pullback trapping so long, so I went short there and that worked. So just a quick one. You took that second entry as well, did you? Yeah. I took it on just an evaluation. So if we can get another pullback, we may get a fairly before we get down to that bottom. Yeah, let me just check everything's working okay. I wouldn't have taken it on
submitted.
my
order cancelled.
what's it accounts yet. It looked a bit better on the other chart, not so much here. In fact, I haven't reloaded that. Let's just reload that. Just extend that a little bit. Okay, so yeah, this looks like it's coming down. So it is starting to look like a bit of a channel. Why does that do? So yes, so we've had this leg up, we've had a break, we've had a push up, pull back, we've had a bunch of attempts to go high, and this thing looks like it's coming down. Now, I was looking at this. So whether there's any type of a channel there or something like that with a break and pushing down to a new low, maybe. I'll just have to keep an eye on that. I was hoping we get another pullback, but that thing just kept on going. So just have to be a bit careful that I'm what I'm focusing on here. So, yeah, election week. So I'm wondering what tomorrow will be like. Whether trading will be quiet. I dare say there'll be people at the polls voting tomorrow. I suppose a lot of it nowadays is done online, but it's one of those things, election day. You're assuming people trading might be quite volatile, so it may be quiet. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on come tomorrow morning. So clearly working there, clearly working off the top. No argument there. We got a touch, and we're right down the bottom here. So whether this is just a range, an overall range or not, it's hard to say. I'm going to put that. Let's put it there. So we got our overnight highs, our overnight lows here. Excuse me. So we are at the bottom of the channel here. Let's just have a little look back on Friday. So yeah, we had that initial push up, and then we more or less took it all back, or a good chunk of it back, and then we had that gap open over the weekend to last night or yesterday. And then we more or less, we filled most of the gap, we came back, and then we pushed straight through it, clearing that up. Fill Friday's gap, yeah, we certainly did. So one would think now this may bounce, we'll have to see. So there's a bit of an overshoot there, I would say. See if we get a higher low here. I might take a higher low on an evaluation. It's a bit too early in the market for me looking. I kind of want to figure out what structure we've got. So I'm just going to be a bit careful here. But if we can get a higher low, I may have a go on an evaluation. On the other bar, we got a little bullish bar. There is a bearish bar now. If we trigger that bearish bar, we may push up.
Order filled.
In fact,
order filled.
Just to the top. Just to stop that bar out.
Order filled. Target filled. Target filled.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay. So I just bought down here. As soon as that triggered that bar, started to push up, I just bought on this one, just to get out at the top. That's all. So that gave me another $400.
Order filled.
A bit more on this. Let's have a look. There is kind of a higher low there. Trouble is I tend to trade these a little bit too aggressively, and they can snap back and get you into a bit of bother here. So I'm gonna have to be a bit careful. And there is a failure here as well.
Order
if that breaks
filled.
Above there.
Order filled.
Hopefully that should push up and give us what we need. Fingers crossed. Come on, push, push, push. Push, come on, bit higher. Bit higher. Come on. That should pass that one. Come on, get up, get up, get up. Come on. It's got to go a bit higher, surely.
Target filled.
So has that passed that? Yes, I smashed it. Beautiful. Okay, so I just passed that evaluation, so I'll get rid of that now. Okay, so I can focus on what I'm doing. So, yeah, I took that trade there. I took that there. I was on about $1,900 and I went full 10 when it came back a little bit just to get up there. So that works. So that's passed. That's comfortably passed by a few $100s anyway. So let's concentrate. The trouble is you've got to be so careful when you trade in an evaluation aggressively on a separate chart as well as this. It's very easy to click buy on the wrong chart. So that's sorted now anyway. So put that back to a sim so I can focus on what I'm doing now here. Okay, so that's rocketed up, that has. So I am guessing whether it's the trouble is you don't know whether this is going to come down and make a new low after that overshoot, or sometimes it still will. But we have, if I take that down to the overnight lows, it actually works really well there. So I'm not in a hurry to short this. Yeah, that does look like a channel. It's fitting multiple times and nice at the bottom, so it's clear overshoot. So I don't know whether we're just going to get a complete sort of reversal here. Yeah, it still amazes me how accurate these things are, how to the tick they often work. You wouldn't think markets could work that accurate, but I suppose if people are putting profits at certain places, they tend to hold on, don't they? You tend to think they'll get close to filling them and people start taking profits a bit earlier just to be safe, and it won't hit these measured legs. But it's amazing how accurate these things are. It still blows my mind. So are we going to get a reversal, or is this thing going to come down and try and retest this again? In fact, you could even argue that may even fit there. We got a touch there. So that actually may be still in that. So there may be a lower high here, but I'm not sure whether it is. You don't know whether we're going to get a second entry long and it's going to push up, or whether that lower high is going to work. The only one I'll be taking there is a failure below that EMA. It's just too risky to take a lower high here because there is, it fits okay there, I think. It doesn't look too bad. So it's touching twice. There. So which one do you go with? So I think you just have to be aware that there is a possible overshoot. And that will stop you from getting yourself into trouble. So fortunately, we never had a lower high there anyway. So touch. That's fitting quite nice. So let's see how far this thing goes. So at least you guys are back to the same time frame as us now. You US guys shot back an hour, assuming early hours of Sunday morning. So I'm back to trading at 2:30 now. So makes life easier for me. I get used to trading at a certain time. Have I? No, I haven't really. I don't sort of bet really. Having said that, I may have a bet. Sometimes I'll have a bet on boxing actually, because there's only two guys and the outcome. I had a bet. I rarely bet actually. I probably make back 2 or 3 bets, but I had a bet on Ruiz fighting. I forget who it was now, and it was 50. I think it was 53-1 I won, and I put £10 on. And I got £500 odd. I rarely do, to be honest with you, but I just happened to see the odds and I thought that's astronomical. But no, I haven't. I rarely do betting, really. Usually the Grand National once a year, me and my wife might have £5 each just for a bit of fun, but no. I haven't done. I don't know who's your guys' favourites. Who do you think? Do you think Trump's going to pull through again? Looking forward to seeing. Yeah, I am as well. Yeah, and not only that, it's free on Netflix as well. I remember the last. Excuse me a sec. I watched the Gypsy King fight, and I think that it costs about £20 over here, but it is free on Netflix. Yeah, I don't think you can underestimate Tyson. Now Tyson's never, I've been watching Tyson since his earlier days, really, but since he was quite youngish, and you can never underestimate him. But he's a sort of 2 to 3 round guy, isn't he? If you could survive 2 to 3 rounds, then you've got half a chance. But he's still dangerous, Tyson, isn't he? I still think he'll win, but the odds are better on him. I think the odds at the moment, I looked at the weekend, it was about 4 to 1, so you stick £10 or £20 on, you can quadruple your money. But I think you just never know, really, do you? You just never know. I know there's a big age gap difference, but Tyson's still dangerous, and he still hits hard, doesn't he? So, yeah, it is. Isn't it 15th, I think? It's, no, or is it? I think it is it the 15th? I can't remember. I know it's free on Netflix. I think it's my anniversary. I'm sure it's. But that'll be interesting. I love these type of fights where sort of older boxers get in. It's kind of like the old bands coming back, isn't it? I know Spandau Ballet and people like that. They had an 80s concert with loads of old 80s bands close to where I live, and people kind of like the sort of nostalgic type of thing. Takes them back, doesn't it, to when they were young. So I think the same with boxing. Be interesting to see if any other old boxers come back. I know Prince Nazim Hamid's been talking about it, hasn't he? But he's about 4 stone overweight, so 16th or 15th. Yeah, I know my anniversary's on the 15th, and my daughter's going away to a concert, so I might have to see if I can tell my wife. I might have to take her somewhere where there's a TV. But yeah, it'd be interesting. But Tyson's still dangerous. I've seen little clips of him training, and he's still dangerous. The thing is about Mike Tyson, he's not really a boxer as such, is he? He's a fighter. He's an animal in the ring, and he's got that sort of instinct. I remember watching him fight Frank Bruno in the middle 80s. And all Frank Bruno's a good boxer. He hasn't got that natural killer instinct, has he? Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, Tyson won't last long, let's face it. He won't have the stamina of the younger guy. But I'm assuming Tyson's plan will be to come out and try and do as much damage as quick as possible. Because obviously he's not going to have the staying power. He never really had staying power, did he? If he was a knockout artist, wasn't he? Really, and people didn't last long. But once you got kind of 3 rounds, then you had half a chance. But yeah, I think Tyson will win personally. And then we've got the other fight as well, haven't we? Coming up, the Gypsy King. Again. I think it's his rematch with the not the Russian guy, you know what I mean. Forget his name now. You got this as a 2-tier. This one here. Let's have a look, starting from the bottom. You got it like that, have you? Let's take it over a bit. Yeah, I'll agree with that. Is it going to be wider? Let's put it there. Ukraine, that's what I was thinking of, wasn't it? The guy from the Ukraine. So this is interesting. We're finding a bit of a pro. Yeah, I'm wondering if this is going to go up, or are we going to end up doing something like this? Whether there's a bit of support there. It's not much, so maybe this is just a break and a push up, but I'm pretty sure Looks to me like there's a leg and a leg. So this thing could potentially come down and retest these lows. Let's see what we get here. See if we can get a good trade here. But there is some support there, so I am a bit concerned about going long into this. And this now is starting to look like it may come down and retest this. See how it finishes. So let me just check whether we've had a measured leg there. It looks like we're kind of not far off now. We were a million miles off actually. So the trouble is we've had this channel, which is clearly a channel. We've had an overshoot. Now, if you listen to Thomas Wade, he always talks about still coming down and making a new low. But obviously the overshoot can result in a complete reversal. And at the bottom of what looks like a range, that was my gut feeling that it was. So if we can get a decent second entry here and not get trapped. Only concern is that support there. See, there are some traders who've got that like that. With an overshoot. Sorry, with a break and a new low. I'm not so sure about that. I think it fitted really nice just as it was. That was more like an overshoot for me. Okay, so that's interesting. Unfortunately, it is only a first entry. And it's a bit sideways. That EMA's flat, so I'm just going to sit tight here. You could kind of say it's a breakout from this, but I'm staying out of this because that bullish bar there is triggered and that looks like it may get trapped. Yeah, it has. So if you took that, fortunately, it never broke higher, so I'm guessing that not many people would have traded that. So this is interesting. So I'd say from what I'm seeing here now, this is likely going to come down. We'll have to see. So is this now coming down and retesting this area? There is a failure there, but I'd like to think we'd be trapping somebody. If there was any longs in there, they've already been stopped out, so I'm not in a hurry to short here. I'd like a decent break if I'm going to consider going long, go short. Now, there is a second entry long there, which has triggered, so let's see what happens.
Order submitted.
My gut feeling is this is going to come down and retest this. But it's going to have to be one hell of a good setup, and that's not good enough for me. So
Order cancelled.
Yeah. Didn't think that would do that. Yeah. I'm not sure whether we're going to... Well, it looks like we might, but I was surprised. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought this was going to trigger that out and this is going to come down. I still think it might. See, this could be... We could have had two legs down, a pullback, and this may be ranging a bit here, but we have had a channel with an overshoot. but there is a possibility of a break. Some traders have got it as a break, but I'm not so sure here. It does look like it's pushing up. Thomas Wade says he's considering a higher low. I'm not so sure about this because we've got a channel down. We could still come down and retest this. I think there's a few looking for a higher low here. Price is above the EMA anyway, so perhaps we are going to retest it. It just makes me nervous, that does. Going long into that. See, that's one attempt to push higher. My gut is telling me this is likely going to come and retest this. There is a lot of support there, see. Just trying to, isn't it? Price ranging at the open level now. Yeah. Could be a second entry short, possibly. It does look like it's pushing up, but there is support here. Yeah, there's quite a few looking for a higher low. I'm not so sure. Okay, if you may get your higher low here. I'm staying out of this at the moment because we have got a channel with a possible second entry short. Trouble is, by the time even if you take that on a engulfing, you're right at the top now, aren't you? So there is a failure, but do you really want to be going along there right into the highs? And it's just too far from that EMA. If you're going to take that, really, I'll be wanting to take that on the engulfing, but we're right at the tops. There's just no room for anything. The move's gone now, really. Okay, so we got a break, 2 pushes to a new high, bearish bar. Let's see what happens here. there'll be liquidity there. May get taken. You'd think that would be easy picking, really. It's off that EMA. There's plenty of room to that EMA. So if there is a channel like that, that's going to go, in my opinion, bounce down here somewhere. Let's see if that does. You would think it would be quite easy picking that. Tempting to short. Yeah, I'm just not sure about what's going on here at the moment. Because we've had a leg up. We've pushed up, made a new high. We could make a second leg up here. The trouble is, it's looking rangy, but you can't get that out your head. It fitted so nice with the overshoot. Now, even with overshoots, Thomas Wade will still say he's looking for a new low. But because of the quite likely range, it may not bother. And it may push up, but I'm just sitting tight at the moment anyway. Let's see if we get up here first. If we get up here, then we may think about taking a short up here somewhere. But at the moment, I'm just sitting tight. Let's get rid of that for the minute. So we've got a break. 2 pushes to a new high. Well, 3 pushes if we got a lower high below there somewhere, then it's a possibility. Trouble is, if this is a range, it could get up here. There's plenty of liquidity up here. There'll be some there, and up here. So now I'd say the way this is looking, it's more likely going to continue up. It's hard to say, really, isn't it? We got a bit of a channel there by the looks of things. So I would like to see that bar there get stopped out. Be some easy liquidity there. So 1, 2, 3. Maybe we get 1, 2, 3 triple test and we got some more. Yeah, you just got to sit tight here at the moment. We've already broke the highs of that. Price is above the EMA, so at the moment it's holding, but that could change. See what happens if that triggers. there's almost like a little head and shoulders there, isn't there? Shoulder, head, shoulder, which is a bearish pattern. Now I don't really read patterns, but that one, and that one. See if I'd like to see that trigger and then see where it goes. Okay, up we go. Measured leg would take us up to here. So that bearish bar triggered, stopped out. That bearish bar triggered, stopped out. There's a bearish bar. Let's see what happens here. So we've had a break, 2 pushes to a new high. We've gone up again. We've gone up again. So maybe this is moving up. Oh, it's very tempting. Very tempting. It's fitting nice. Trouble is, it's only a first entry, really. I watched the Shawshank Redemption again last night. It was on TV. I haven't seen it for a few years. It's a great film. Really enjoy it. Just kind of hoping we trigger above that. Maybe we get a 2 legs. So I'd like to see this come out of here a little bit. In fact, that actually fits okay. It has triggered it, so I'd like to see that come down for a second leg. Okay, that's what I wanted, those two stopped out. Let's see if we can get maybe 1, 2, 3 triple test, see what happens. Second entry long, that's very tempting.
Order submitted.
Have to take that. It is a second entry long. There's a lower high there which is triggered, big bearish bar there, so it's worth a go. Clearly two legs. Come on, push up. I may have got trapped here. Just wondering if this is a bit of a range going on here. We could come down further for another leg, that's the problem. Another leg will get us down to here. So tempting to give a bit extra there. But I'm not going to. Leg and a leg. Leg and a leg. Just going to give that one extra tick. It may make a difference here, we'll see. Leg and a leg. An extra tick I gave it. It's neither in nor there really, but if we got a leg and a leg, that may work. There'll be some shorts trapped there. Longs have been stopped out. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this will work. We'll see. There's quite a few bottoms here, see, so that extra tick may just save your neck. We got quite a few bounces here, and it's a channel with two legs now, so we'll see. It'll either work or it won't. It was a second entry long, but I don't know, maybe this market's got other ideas. So leg and a leg. Let's see. Let's leave it there. It is 2 legs back, so we'll see. What I will say is, actually, I'm going to put that there, and as it pushes up, I'm going to bring my stop up because I think it'll likely try and take that out. Legging up. Let's see. It's looking a bit sketchy now, so I might get out of this.
Target filled.
Yeah, I'm getting out of this. It's starting to go a bit sideways. I got lucky with that extra tick there, but it's getting a bit sideways. It may work, it probably will, but by moving that giving it that extra tick, I got a bit lucky there. So 8 PA accounts. I haven't got 8. Let's have a look. I've got 4.
Order submitted.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. When they had the order you might have seen 8 orders. That's 4 buy orders. Sorry, 4 stops and 4, or 4 orders and 4 stops. It'll show 1 in and 1 out. Okay, I'm glad I got out of that. It's starting to look a bit sideways. It may work. Now I've just got the 4 accounts and another one going live tomorrow. Yeah, it does. When you get into a trade, it shows double. I think it's like a 1 in, 1 out. So it's an order and then a cancellation of the order. Let's look at this. It's getting a bit sketchy there. Yeah. Just not liking this. It's probably going to work. There's going to be some stops there, but that's why I gave it that extra tick, because we got quite a few bounces here, and sometimes it'll trigger it or stop it out and push off in that direction. So it is a second entry. I thought that may work there. It does look like we're working up here, but was a little risky, but I actually kind of thought it'd be okay. There's a lower high there, see, and that got trapped. So I thought, oh, this might work. Stop that one out, stop that one, and give me my points. That might be a bit better, actually. So, looks like it may have worked. Yeah, when it started to go sideways, I thought the sensible thing was to get out there. So it does look like it's lightly working up. So channel with a break. It is a second entry long, but it would have stopped out by a tick. But then I gave it an extra tick, and then we had 2 legs down then, so it does look like, yeah, it's pushing up. So it would have worked, but to be honest with you, that extra tick, I kind of consider myself a bit fortunate when I do that, so I'd rather just not hang around. Fortunately, it saved me neck there, so sometimes it's worth not messing around, just getting out. But I thought I'd give it a bit of space, and when it started going sideways, I called it time. but it is working, I think. I'd like to see it push above that bearish bar. Let's have a look here. Must be something here. No, I still don't like that. Okay, I'm just going to take a quick bathroom break. I'll be a quick minute. Okay. So, like it. Okay, so yeah, that would have worked. So beautiful, straight up. Okay, folks, I'm just going to take a quick break. We're coming up an hour. I'm going to drink for a while. It's just I'd like it to come up here and then maybe look for a short or something. So I'm just going to take a quick 3 to 5 minute break and I'll be back.
Order submitted. Order submitted.
Sorry, folks. All right. Second entry along off the key entry point. I like that. Sorry about that. I was half in a break. Leg and a leg. That was a nice one, that one. I liked it, yeah. Leg and a leg. I think that'd be okay. We haven't quite made a measured leg. Plenty of space up here. So I think it'd be okay. There's a few taking this as well. Oh, mind you, that's not looking good, is it? Thomas Wade's in this. There's loads in this. Wow, look at that. That I did not expect that. There's quite a few in this trade. Give it an extra.
Order filled.
Oh, all right then. Didn't give me a chance. Leg and a leg. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh well, that was surprising. Quite a few people got stuff there. I like that. That's a shame. Trend breaking a new high. So Thomas Wade lost it. Loads took that, I think. Top G took it. Oh well, it's frustrating. But what can you do? What? Yeah, I mean, it certainly went for 4 ticks. Went for a couple of points, didn't it? But it's off that key entry point, and it's working there, and we haven't hit a measured leg yet. So it's just one of those things, isn't it? Macklemore, mind you, did it work? It did work for 4 ticks, didn't it? I think I'm pretty sure it did. Mind you, did it? Mac usually measures it from here, though, doesn't he? So he'll mark that. I'm surprised that didn't work, actually. Loads of people stopped. Thomas Wade lost it. Top G lost it. Loads of people took that. Well, when you think about it, the thing is, if you look at this, you've got your smaller targets. If you look at this, we've got a nice channel with a break and a new low. It's a lovely trade, in my opinion. Thomas Wade's chart looks nice there. Channel break, new lows, working up there. So it's one of them things, isn't it? You've got it. Bigger for smaller targets, yeah. My only thing, I suppose, why is maybe it hit some support here or something. I don't know. We'll see. But there is a bearish bar triggered here, so if we get maybe a higher low here, we'll see. I really like that. Well, that was a nice trade there, but it happens. Maybe a bit rangy, in fact. Yeah, the reason that didn't do it, it looks like a bit of a range. But that caught quite a few out. I suppose you could argue it's a bit congested, but it looks like a channel with a break and a new low. Bullish bar in the right place. Let's just check there's nothing coming down here. Maybe. Let's just get rid of my break thing. One, two, three. Maybe we get a triple test.
Order
Leg and
submitted.
a leg. 1, 2, 3. Triple test. Let's see how this finishes.
Order cancelled.
Maybe we get a leg and a leg. Possible fail break out of range.
Order submitted.
No, I don't like that. Leg and a leg.
Order cancelled. Perhaps it's just a leg and a leg and we're coming down. There's going to be some longs in there for sure, isn't there? Order submitted. Order filled.
Touch, 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 touch. This to me looks like it's coming down. Hopefully it's trapping longs.
Stop filled.
Christ on a bike. That's definitely me done for the day. Oh, that's a terrible day. Smash straight through that. Okay, I need to finish, folks. I'm down a stack today. Okay, that's me done. So I'll leave you guys to it. So best of luck. I hope you have a better trading day than me, but that's an awful day for me. So I am done. So I'll leave you all to it, and I will be back same time tomorrow. Bye for now.